What's up, YouTube? It's your boy JB, aka the King of Soul, and today we got some Jordan 4s to look at. Now, this is the Air Jordan 4 Retro. This is the 11 Lab 4, the University Red colorway. Before we get into the review, do me a favor, make sure you guys like and subscribe to the channel. If you do dig the content, also hit that share button. Now, these videos that we do on this channel are strictly for review purposes, so if you do happen to have any questions or comments, definitely feel free to drop those down below. But without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into the review. So this sneaker was actually released back in 2015, 2016, and it actually was Jordan brand just basically trying to just do something different. So what they actually did, they tried to combine elements from the Air Jordan 11s and the Air Jordan 4, which explains why the entire upper portion of the sneaker is in patent leather. But they do have, like, you know, this whole genetics looks going on throughout the entire box. On the lid, you do have the Jumpman logo there in gray, and more of like that genetics appeal going throughout the entire box there. At the bottom of the sneaker, you don't have any Nike or Jordan brand in there, but you do have the Jumpman and Nike copyright information there. So for those that do care, there you go. But the box label on the sneaker reads Jordan 11 Lab 4. The colorway says University Red and White. So when you do open the box, and it does have, like, you know, this swing box lid here, you are met with this white wax paper, and it does have, like, you know, this periodic table, like, you know, elements. Pretty, you know, solid touch for, like, you know, the actual release of the sneaker. Like, packaging was pretty standard. So you just have like that paper there, and then it does come double wrapped, so you have like the standard white tissue paper in here as well. From there, you are met with the actual sneaker in red, and it's an all red shoe. No other colors on this at all. And I know, like, with most, like, you know, sneakers that are all red, like, you're either gonna hate it or love it. Me personally, like, you know, red happens to be, like, you know, one of my favorite colors. So of course, like, you know, I was all over this one. The whole patent leather approach, now we haven't really seen too much patent leather ever added to, like, you know, the actual Air Jordan 4. So when this sneaker was released, there was like a lot of hype surrounding it, and it was a limited release. Very hard to get, so you either could get this on, like, you know, the Jordan website, Nike.com, or just select, you know, retailers. And I believe they actually were doing like the whole raffle situation. But nevertheless, I'm, you know, excited to actually get a pair of these on the channel. So definitely shout out the vendor who actually sent these over. But for the most part, again, it's an all red sneaker, but there you go. Air Jordan 4 11 Lab 4 University Red. So we're going to take a look at the right sneaker. So for the most part, when you do look at the sneaker, it pretty much has like the same overall shape, pretty standard Air Jordan 4 silhouette. The entire upper portion of the sneaker, as I mentioned before, it is all patent leather. But there are like elements from the Air Jordan 4. So like, let's just start with the top. So around like the whole sock liner here on the inside, it actually is this red leather. From here, you actually have more patent leather here toward the top, and then the bottom portion of the sneaker. Now, the wings that are here, they are actually still attached to the lace crown here, and the lace crown and the wing here and this lace crown, they are all patent leather. It's all patent leather throughout the sneaker. The only thing that's a little bit different, this mid portion here, this cage here, that actually is plastic. So like, they did kind of keep that consistent with most Air Jordan 4s, but like up underneath, you do have, like, you know, a hit of the red plastic up underneath. From there, we're going to the midsole. Midsole is all red. You do have the air bubble there that you do expect with most Air Jordan 4s. Still have the same rubber sole on the sneaker, and then pretty much it's all red going towards the toe box. There you go. Toe box of the sneaker is in patent leather in red. Your mud guard there is in red there too. Like I said, it's an all red sneaker, and it does have the netting the netting here on the front going toward like the toe area here on the sneaker. The sneaker actually did come with these flat red laces. There's only one lace option that I see with this sneaker, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. It does have like, you know, the netting material going up towards the up into like the mid portion of the tongue of the sneaker, and then you are met with more of this red leather here. So I'm gonna unlace this, but I want to get a good shot for you guys to actually be able to see the tongue on this sneaker. But the tongue of the sneaker, it is all red and it is in patent leather. And they did give us this patent leather tag here. And it does have the Jumpman logo along with the Flight branding there. Pretty standard with Air Jordan 4s. But now going towards the back, so they actually didn't, so most Air Jordan 4s, they normally give us like a tag that'll be here, but they didn't have the tag on this sneaker here. The whole sock liner, tongue and everything, the inside of the sneaker is all leather. Even the insole is not leather, but I'm not gonna take that out, but it is an all red insole, and they do have the white Jumpman logo right there on the insole. Red laces. Again, this is a pretty solid sneaker, all red, but no other details or anything that I feel that would stand out from like one side of the sneaker to the other. But there's your medial side of the sneaker, pretty consistent with the other side. So coming up from the midsole, you do have it all red, and then there's your air bubble there. All red leather going through the entire upper, your plastic red for the mid panel there, and you do have the red leather crown and wing here, and there's the other red lace crown there for the laces there going toward the toe box. The back of the sneaker, so pretty standard with most Air Jordan 4s. You do get this, and it is like plastic, but it is like, you know, comprised of like, you know, all leather going towards like the back portion here. So the tab here and like the Jumpman logo here on the back of the sneaker, all of that is patent leather, all that is in red. And then from there, it's a situation where you do have the red midsole going across the back, so it's pretty much red going around the entire midsole of the sneaker. And then last but not least, you do have the bottom of the sneaker. The bottom of the sneaker is all red, but it is like a pretty standard Air Jordan 4 bottom. So you do have the herringbone traction going throughout the entire sole of the sneaker. You do have the Jumpman logo consistent with the back tab. Like I know with most Air Jordan 4s, they'll switch it up. So if it was like, you know, a Nike logo here, they'll put a Nike logo here at the bottom of the sneaker, but red Jumpman logo right there at the bottom of the sneaker. But for the most part, that's pretty much it on this sneaker here. So again, they actually did have a there was a black version of this sneaker too, and if I can, I may try to get my hands on that later on at some point to review on the channel. But I'll definitely go ahead and throw an image up there for you guys to, you know, take a look at. But at the end of the day, if I were to rate this sneaker here, I would give it a 10 out of 10. In my opinion, like I felt like the all red sneaker, like it was a must for me. I'm a fan of red. I do get why some people don't like all red sneakers, but again, like a sneaker like this, you're not gonna wear this every day. This is something that you're gonna throw on every once in a while, probably like, you know, to, you know, an event party, something like that. You're not gonna see somebody wearing these like in regular traffic, just out in the mall, out and about or whatever. I mean, you could, people wear them how they wear them, but me personally, I'm only going to throw this on feet like, you know, for a special occasion. I do understand why you would want like, you know, some white or black on the sneaker. By it being an all red patent leather sneaker, one thing that I do dislike is, of course, while you're wearing it, the sneaker will tend to ripple and wrinkle. So like the more wear you get out of it, I feel like it'll start to kind of look crazy. So that's the only downside to this actual sneaker, is just that the patent leather, of course, like will crease over time, and no matter how you try to, I guess like just like store the sneaker and preserve it, it's going to wrinkle and the sneaker is going to start to look kind of, you know, weird after a while. As far as like comfort, the sneaker does fit like any other Air Jordan 4. So, you know, the Air Jordan 4s are the pinky toe killer. It has nothing to do with you wanting to go up like a exercise or anything like that. Like this slope here along the pinky is going to make your pinky toe. It's going to be some discomfort there. But I would recommend going true to size on this particular pair. If you want, you can go like a size down, because like by the whole sock liner and the inside of the sneaker being leather, this like it'll probably be a situation where like your foot would like slide, you know, in the sneaker. So I mean, if you want to go down a half size, with me personally, I feel like just stay true to size, you'll be safe there. But other than that, that's pretty much it. The sneaker is Air Jordan 4 comfortable, nothing too much to brag about. But I definitely want to take the time to shout out the vendor for getting me a pair of these to, you know, review for you guys on the channel. But at the end of the day, that is pretty much it. Make sure you stay engaged. Keep in mind, I'm on all social media platforms, no matter if it's Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, even here on YouTube. Everything is at the King of Soul. But before we go, I'm going to give you a 360, and then I'm going to give you a B-roll like always. But there you go, Air Jordan 4 Retro 11 Lab 4 University Red. So there's the front of the sneaker, all patent leather upper with the red laces. There's the lateral side of the right sneaker. There's the lateral side of the left. There's the bottom, all red, but it is again standard Air Jordan 4 bottom. There's the medial side of the sneaker, and then there's the back. But again, I thank you guys for taking the time to tune in like always, but until next time, see you later.